Hey, it's Dr. Deal with 5 reasons why it's not important to be strong after the death of a loved one. You know, our society teaches us to be strong when we're going through something, but that's not always a good thing, you know, because once you lose a loved one, there's a lot of losses involved in that. You kind of lose your identity. You lose that routine you had with the person. Your heart is broken. You lose the feeling whole with your family, especially if you lose a mom or dad or some family member. And so there's a lot of losses involved with that. And being strong is not helping you process that loss. And that leads me to number one, is actually helping you avoid, because you're putting on that strong face for people around you. Maybe you're known as the strong person. And that leads me to number two. It causes you to push your emotions or your feelings down, which I can tell you that eventually they will come back to get you, because that person was important to you. This is not just like losing a notebook or losing a job or a breakup. This is somebody that's not coming back, and there was no choice in the matter that they could stay. And that leads me to number three. It does not mean that you're weak because you show emotions. I think society teaches us that as well, especially for men. You're taught to be strong, and that leads me to number four. You expressing your sadness can really help somebody else. One thing I found comfort in is when you have a family and y'all are grieving the loss of a family member, y'all can kind of comfort each other. And if you see somebody crying, you kind of feel like you're free and open to cry and express those emotions. So that kind of helps somebody else. And that leads me to number five. Being strong does not make you get over it faster. It just makes you avoid. And so, and never let anybody tell you, you're still grieving, or try to rush your grief. Grief is an individual process. There's a lot of components that, cause someone to either, grieve fast or grieve slow or whatever. And that's an individual thing. And so never let anybody rush your grief. Praying for everybody who has lost anybody. And if you're struggling with grief, don't be ashamed to reach out for help. Contact a therapist so they can help you maneuver through your grief.